The Marshall Plan, also known as the European Recovery Program, was a significant American initiative implemented from 1948 to 1951 to help rebuild the economies of Europe after the devastation of World War II. It was named after U.S. Secretary of State George Marshall, who proposed the plan in a speech given at Harvard University in June 1947. By the end of World War II, much of Europe was devastated. Sustained aerial bombardment during the war had badly damaged most major cities, and industrial facilities were especially hard hit. Millions of refugees were in temporary camps. The region's trade flows had been thoroughly disrupted. Millions were in refugee camps living on aid from the United States, which was provided by the United Nations Relief and Rehabilitation Administration and other agencies. Food shortages were severe, especially in the harsh winter of 1946-47. From July 1945 through June 1946, the United States shipped 16.5 million tons of food, primarily wheat, to Europe and Japan. It amounted to 1/6 of the American food supply and provided 35 trillion calories, enough to provide 400 calories a day for 1 year to 300 million people. The Marshall Plan was aimed at providing financial assistance to Western European countries to help them recover from the damages caused by the war. The plan offered aid to all countries that were willing to cooperate with the United States in promoting economic recovery and development. Over the 4 years from 1948 through 1951, the United States transferred $13 billion, roughly $173 billion at current prices, to the war-torn nations of Europe. The transfer represented approximately 2% of US GDP and roughly the same share of the collective GDP of the recipient countries. The recipients, seemingly on the brink of economic collapse, mounted a strong recovery. Industrial production in the recipient European countries leapt from just 87% of pre-World War II levels in 1947 to fully 135% in 1951, a 55% jump in just 4 years. At least as importantly, the resumption of growth was sustained. Europe embarked on a golden age of economic growth that spanned a period of decades. The largest recipient of Marshall Plan money was the United Kingdom, receiving about 26% of the total. The next highest contributions went to France, 18%, and West Germany, 11%. Some 18 European countries received plan benefits. Although offered participation, the Soviet Union refused plan benefits and also blocked benefits to Eastern Bloc countries, such as Romania and Poland. The United States provided similar aid programs in Asia, but they were not part of the Marshall Plan. The economic impact of the Marshall Plan was significant, both in the short and long term. The plan helped to revitalize the economies of Western Europe, which had been decimated by the war. It also had important political implications, helping to promote stability and democracy in the region. In the immediate aftermath of the war, Europe faced severe economic challenges, with many countries struggling to feed their populations and rebuild their infrastructure. The Marshall Plan provided vital aid to these countries, enabling them to purchase food, fuel, and other essential supplies. The program also provided funding for the reconstruction of damaged infrastructure, such as roads, bridges, and buildings. One of the key features of the Marshall Plan was its emphasis on free trade and the removal of barriers to trade between participating countries. By promoting free trade, the plan helped to stimulate economic growth and development across Western Europe. It also helped to integrate the economies of these countries, leading to increased cooperation and collaboration. The Marshall Plan was also instrumental in promoting technological innovation and modernization. Many of the funds provided under the plan were directed towards the development of new technologies and industries, such as electronics and telecommunications. This helped to lay the foundation for the technological revolution that would later transform the global economy. In addition to its economic impact, the Marshall Plan also had significant political implications. By providing aid to Western European countries, the plan helped to counter the influence of the Soviet Union and promote the spread of democracy and capitalist ideals. It also helped to strengthen ties between the United States and its European allies, creating a sense of solidarity and shared purpose. Despite its many successes, the Marshall Plan was not without its critics. Some argued that the plan represented an attempt by the United States to exert its influence over Western Europe and promote its own interests. Others criticized the plan for its failure to provide aid to Eastern European countries under Soviet control. However, these criticisms do not detract from the significant economic and political impact of the Marshall Plan. The plan played a crucial role in helping to rebuild and modernize Western Europe, laying the groundwork for the economic prosperity that the region enjoys today. It also helped to promote stability, democracy, and cooperation in the region, setting the stage for a new era of European integration and global prosperity. The Marshall Plan was a landmark initiative that had a profound impact on the global economy and political landscape. Its legacy is still felt today, as the ideals of free trade, cooperation, and democracy that it promoted continue to shape the world we live in. The success of the Marshall Plan is a testament to the power of international cooperation and the ability of nations to work together for the greater good. This is for educational purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. The information provided is not intended to be a substitute for professional financial advice. Please consult a financial professional before making any financial decisions. Please, comment, like and subscribe.